Galalal Wahawadla Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Kakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Gms.S.O.T.E. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth are pushing the spirit in truth and in sincerity. I'm Zach here with a short video once again. And the topic I'm going into in this video, is about the climate or the time we in this month per se. I won't say the end times, but we're going down into, the climate that we in, the vibe of the people. You understand? And what the people into. I might have do a part 2 on this video. So, yeah, we'll get straight into it. This is Isaiah. Isaiah 1 and verse 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. You understand? So even the animals, who are considered dumb, know how to go back home, who they belong to. But the children of the Most High don't know who they belong to. Now I will show you why. You understand? There is Jeremiah 4 and 22. It says, well, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Understand? They're wise to do evil, right? But to do good they have no knowledge. And he said they're sottish children, right? So you're going to mean a sottish here. It says, well, adjective sottish, resembling a sot, drunken, also dotish or dotish, as we say in Trinidad and Tobago, stupid. You understand? So he basically saying what the children and Israel stupid. They're stupid. Understand? Because they can get everything they want. You understand? If they follow me, but you know what? They rather follow the rudiments of this world. Understand? And remember, he called me drunken, right? So I can read it over verbatim per se. It say, for my people is foolish, they have not known me. They are drunken children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And I will go down into what they're drunken in. They Jeremiah 51 7. It says, well, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Most High's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of a wine, therefore the nations are mad. You understand? All nations have gone mad because what? They drink of that wine. You understand? And that wine as well, the philosophies of Babylon. This Colossians 2 and 8, it say, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of this world, and not after Mashiach. You understand? It say to beware. Beware. So we can go down into one of the what is the word? Traditions of men here. Jeremiah 10 and 2, it said, thus saith the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain, as we just read. You understand? Vain deceit. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and work the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Meaning, well, you had to cut it and carry it, right? Remember, the Most High said, learn not the way of the heathen. Yeah? He said, be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Most High, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Who would not fear thee, O King of nations? For to thee doth appertain, for as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. But they are altogether brutish, foolish. The stock is a doctrine of vanities. Yeah, I must have precept. I must have precept. So like I go read it from top again. Right? It says Jeremiah 10 and well from verse 2. It said, thus said the Most High, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, and the work of the hands of the workman with the axe, they deck it with silver and with gold, they fasten it with nails and hammers that it move not. They deck it with silver and with gold. You understand? What trees? What trees? There's only one tree people does decorate. Only one tree at one time a year. They do that no other point in time in the year. You understand? And that is what the tradition of a man. You understand? Like customs of the people. It's not scriptural to do that. It don't bring you any salvation. It don't bring you peace. You understand? And these sottish or drunken jakes, drunk with this philosophy, will go and spend the last. You know? Go and spend the last and hear these stupid excuses. Say, I don't celebrate Christmas, you know. I just do it for the children. So you're indoctrinating that, you're training that stupidity. You understand? You're indoctrinating, you're training us with that stupid doctrine. You're imparting that tradition of men onto them, whereas you should be imparting the tradition of Israel onto them. But you yourself stuttish. You understand? You yourself stuttish. So you wouldn't be able to grasp that. You're quite drunken with this philosophy, so all you could teach them is of the world. You know, even though you're on YouTube or you're on the streets and you're seeing brothers preaching, you wouldn't inquire. You understand? You wouldn't inquire. You know? And you know what you're gonna do? You put on a Christmas song, you put on a gospel to make you feel good. You understand? That's after the rudiments of this with this whole emotional being, men being emotional. That is a rudiment of this world. You don't get that scripturally. You know? We'll go back to Isaiah. 1 and verse 4. It's a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Most High. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken anymore? You know, so why are you just come like the accent? Why are they suffer? Why are they suffer so long? They say ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. Yeah? They say from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. That no soundness, they wouldn't endure sound doctrine. Understand? Paraphrasing that precept. You understand? They say the time will come where the people wouldn't endure sound doctrine. This is the time we in. You go and tell somebody who's celebrating Christmas, well, umpteen years since they born, they're celebrating Christmas, hey, you know, there is idolatry. And for them to grasp that, and they wouldn't say, hey, you know, I really celebrating this thing because, you know, I never see nothing about Christmas in the Bible, but it's because I grew up with my mother and my grandmother, and my parents basically indoctrinate me into this country, you know. They wouldn't think of it like that because why? They're sottish. They're drunk with that philosophy. Go back in the scriptures here, it say, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Understand? Meaning to say, well, the putrefying sores is what the constant abomination against the Most High. You understand? In the eyes of the Lord, like putrefying sores in the people, because it is damning the self. You understand? It damning the soul. You know, because what they don't realize is that what they're imparting is idolatry. You know, is a idolic system, if that is a word. For lack of better words, I the word I want to use. You know, so I'll close off with these next two precepts here. You know, the Wisdom of Solomon 14 verse 12. verse 12. It says, "For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end." Because if you do your research, Christmas was never always celebrated. Christmas was from the 18th century, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's the 18th century. You understand? So it's not even something from the beginning of time. And through the scriptures, we know the Most High requires that which is ancient, that which is past, that which is before all this mess, all this wine, this philosophy of Babylon came to pass. You know? I say, "For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end." You know, yes, it will have an end. You know, let me go down to my final precept here. There is verse 27. It says, "For the worshipping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies." So these pastors and preachers, these religious heads, understand? Remember the precept I just read, say what? From the sole to the feet to the head, all of them sick, covered in wounds. Understand? So from the least are the 2/3 to the most elite are the 2/3. Putrefying souls, bare abominations. Yeah? So for the worshipping of idols not to be named is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evil. For either they are mad when they be merry, or prophesy lies, live unjustly, or else lightly forswear themselves. Yeah, they do all these things, you know. And I really think I gotta do a part 2 on this video, but I go end this piece here. You know what I mean? And come back with a part 2 and go down more into it. You understand? So with that I would say, Shalom, Kalalal Wahawadla, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at GMS that rule well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners on this earth that pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.